everybody. Welcome to the fifth and final day of our Breakaway coverage here at Gamescom. My name is DM Brennan, and I am joined by the legendary Soul Warrior.
Thank you, Brandon. It's been a pleasure. It's been a long fair, like you said. It's the fifth day. We've been casting in German all day, introducing new players to the game. They have been playing Breakaway for the first time ever, and so far the feedback we've been getting is super positive. Everybody seems to love the game.
I feel like I may have made some enemies, though.
I've seen you play. I wouldn't like to play against you. Like, I would be like, this game is nothing for me, but that's only if I'm playing against you.
We're going to have some different content up today. I know that we had the show match on Wednesday. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that. We're going to do something a little more similar to that today. We'll do a best of one amongst two teams, the winner of which will stay on to fight a team that has been playing together all week and has the opportunity to maybe show their stuff. So that'll be a best of 5. So a little different kind of schedule today.
But I have to say I like it. Like these guys, they have been coming back day after day after day. They say, I didn't think it would be this much fun. I just wanted to try it out for like a little while. And they were like just coming back. And in the morning, they were sometimes the first guys on the booth. And they were like, can I play again? Can I play again? So just, they wanted to keep going. And then this morning, the guys from the developer team, they said, okay, guys, we cannot have you smash heads all day. You're going to come back tonight at 6 p.m. and you're going to be in the All-Star match at Gamescom.
Which is exciting. I mean, when I was younger, you know, late teens, early 20s, I would go to
When was that? Like 3 years ago?
Yeah, yes, it was. God bless. You know, I would go to these conventions and I would find a game that just kind of like caught me. Yeah. And I would just spend all day at that booth playing. And recently I went to a PAX, you know, Australia, whatever, and I found just like this crappy little fighting game made by some guy in his basement, and I was just obsessed with it. I sat there the entire time just playing it. So I understand their love, and I'm excited to see them play again.
Well, I don't think we should waste any more time, so let's just bring these guys out.
That was a great anecdote.
Sorry. So first up, we got the blue team called BLG, and player number 1 is Nova.
Now, we've seen these guys play before. Hello, Nova.
Ooh, look, he's a bit surprised because last time he came out, there weren't that many people.
Batlava Gaming, I'm pretty sure, is the BLG.
Absolutely. He's playing Chiome, the stealthy samurai. She is very quick, can do a lot of damage, but not take that much damage.
Next up is going to be the Salami. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hello, Salami.
He's taking it, he's taking it.
Salami playing the backline support, a debuffing, non-healing support class that's going to be Corrin.
Very hard to play, in my opinion. I like the tanks. It's a bit easier to just move to the front. Staying in the back and not taking damage is not my kind of thing. Number 3 in the blue team, Sayrox. Here's Sayrox. Here we go. And he's a bit shy, and that makes sense because he's playing the healer, a loner. She doesn't want to go to the front. She wants to stay a little bit in the back and make sure that the other guys are staying on the map.
And then finally, Batlava's Gaming's Sky.
Here he is. He's going to try and light up the sky with Chara coming out of the shadows, suddenly moving out of stealth and dealing a lot of damage. I saw you play her, and that was pretty brutal.
I am a big fan of all assassin characters in all games. Next up, we're going to have the red team starting off with Nicey.
Ooh.
Hello.
Look at that smile. It's the third time he's on the stage, so he knows how to play the game. He loves Breakaway. Like, honestly, the first time he moved off the stage, he was like, how can I get on the stage again? We just get back in line. And this time, he's playing with Rollins, one of the guys that likes to shoot a little bit from the back. And then we got Immer noch ich. I think that's a little bit easy for me. That's a German name.
I'm pretty sure you just made that word up on the fly.
That just translates to still me with Galleon. Tanky character, can also heal.
Right. Kind of dissimilar to Corrin, where she's in the back line. He's in the front line as a healer, which is a little bit strange. Expect him to kind of sit in that mid-range most of the time.
Number 3 for the red team, Fleischbirke. Here he is, also coming out, gaining some high fives, and he is playing Argus. Very, very aggressive, but well-rounded character. He can also take a little bit of damage, a little more than the other assassins, but it's mostly damage dealing.
Their final teammate's going to be Lord Max. I thought he was going to crowd surf.
Yeah, absolutely. I was afraid we just lost the player right there. He is playing Thorgrim, the Giant Slayer. He can take a lot of damage. He's the tankiest character in the game right now, at least in this team setup that we have here. Both teams also get a coach on the side. The blue coach is going to be the all-star at Gamescom. Holy guacamole!
I feel like avocados are very expensive here.
The red coach is going to be green eyes. I had like 15 jokes for that, but all of them wouldn't have been for our target audience.
So, looking at these two comps, Balava Gaming's a little more backline oriented, right? They're going to have 2 support backline characters with 2 assassins, meaning it's going to require movement speed. I don't want to see Alona or Korn go into damage. They need to start out with movement to be able to separate themselves from the pack, comparatively to the red team, which is hardcore grouping. Rollins, even though he's range, he's a close range. Galleon, even though he's supposed to be a healer, is close range. He's a battle mage.
I think one of the characters that we should keep a very close eye on is Thorgrim in the red team for that reason. He's going to move to the front. And then the question is he going to be 1 against 3 or something like that? Or is the team going to group up around him and make sure that the tank is going to stand until the rest of the game?
A lot of it's going to come down to what Jara and Chiome can find. That's a very tanky squad. Galleon, Argus, Thorgrim, hard to kill. It's going to be a lot of focus on Rollins, but there's a limit to what you can do just taking out one ranged.
And that's why we got the coaches here at Gamescom. They can tell the players, hey, look at this big guy, this big tank. You have to group up, take him down, and then it's going to be easy pickings for the rest of the squad.
If I was the red team, a lot of armor. I would probably buy armor on everyone, including Rollins, to start the game. Well, maybe not round 1.
But later in the game, after you like beefed up on damage, and then it's time to skill like a second skill, so to speak.
Our first game is going to get started in just a second, and we're going to be starting on Atala Prime, the second of 3 maps that we've come to know. Very wide map, very long map, the biggest by a very significant margin. And if you didn't know the name of the game...
Yeah, these guys have been shouting all day long, especially when Mo was out. We just started calling it the Mo Show. He made sure that players were here with a big smile on their face.
Once again, welcome to Atala Prime. The players will have 3 opportunities for victory. The first of being grabbing that golden snitch-like ball, it's called the Relic, moving it to the enemy side of the base and placing it inside the enemy's relay. Number 2, the timer when this gets to 0 will start the game, and a new timer will pop up at 4 minutes. At the end of 4 minutes, whichever team is able to push it towards the enemy side of the map will score the victory. The final and my favorite way to win is if you wipe the enemy team, an ace, a deicide, whatever you want to call it. If you can kill them all at the same time, it's an instant victory and a ton of gold.
Well, since Germans are obsessed with football, it's always a nice comparison to talk about football. If one game is leading and the counter is counting down, nothing is happening most of the time. Yes, you call it soccer. Yeah, nothing is happening. But in Breakaway, the opposite is the case. When the counter is running towards 0, it's even getting more exciting than it already is at the beginning.
BLG Sky trying to fight forward. That Jara doing a lot of damage. Lord Max pops some defense, but he's taking a lot of damage, and he's going to go down. 2 people already down, and BLG moving forward the Relic.
Yeah, that team has been playing together before. We can see that here Salami is taking the left side. Passes backwards. Interesting strategy, but he's got his teammates with him, and they are immediately picking up the game.
All 4 are grouped up. 80 damage still left in the shield. Not going to be able to forward forward. Sky going up the left side alone. Chucks it in, but
it could have been a score, but a nice rebound from the red team they have to defend, but they have the advantage because they just respawn, all of them full health, and the blue team is suddenly on the defensive end.
They're pushing back. No one has died just yet. Or 1 person, excuse me. So it's a 2-1 so far. Nicey, just kind of moving the Relic towards the right side of the map, which I think is pretty smart. They have to regroup. I want to see some healing. Galleon should probably kind of light this one up a little bit more. Salami going forward, doing a lot of damage to Nicey, who continues the ball. He could take double damage and spin out. He's now at a critical health and could wind up going down again. It's
very unusual that we see Corrin this far into the opponent's corner and attacking with them. And now we can see the backside of the red team is completely open, and the blues, they are moving backwards.
One hit.
Why is the coach not saying anything? Why didn't the coach go, guys, defense, Salami threw it over the relay, but then they're coming back and slam dunk for the point.
Going into round 2, BLG already with a significant advantage, not only in that gold for the score, but the gold from the kills. Alona going damage, and it's going to be Korn going, cooldown reduction.
But it's one of the things in Breakaway that players seem to love a lot. You can always come back, even if the other team has the goal advantage. If you just take down the guys with the kill streak, you will end up getting even more gold, so you can fight back, come back in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and a possible 5th game. So here you see the red team regrouping on the left side. Suddenly it seems to be open, but blue has been stalling a little bit and inviting them in.
Nice combo.
Here we have the Thorgrim we talked about at the beginning.
A wasted siege engine. That one got burned. Birkin maybe in some trouble. Nicey already taken down. That's going to be 2. Sky still alive, trying to fight in the galley. You know, he's paying attention. There's only 1 second remaining. I don't know where Jara went. If they can find an early game team wipe, and I think they just did it.
Woo! That was such amazing and early team wipe. Even the game was like, I need to take a break from that. That was super explosive. I've never seen a team wipe this early in the game, to be honest.
Very, very, very rare. Very rare.
So the game recovered, fortunately, after that shocking point for the blue team. A team wipe after, I think, like 30 seconds on the clock. And what do you make of the strategies of these? We see for the blue team already 2 characters with the 4th and last item.
Well, one of which being the most expensive item in the game, the Sands of Time.
So we're going to see a lot of debuffing from Corrin. She's going to make the most of her many specials.
He's left alone. No one is covering this at all. He has the breakaway. No one's able to go. He's going through the tree.
The swarm by Corrin is...
That's it.
It's buying a little bit of time. There was Chara. She didn't hit. And that was the return, the relic return. And suddenly it's 2-1 for the blue team. And the red is catching up.
You got to keep your eye on the ball. That's it.
In one sentence, yeah.
You got to do it. It's the number 1 rule of all sports. But red's at least back in it.
Yeah, blue was making 2 more kills, so they are far ahead in terms of kills, but we can see the red team can come back because we see Argus and also Immer noch ich, who's playing Galleon, both with the attack items.
All right, Nicey moving forward. No slide, so he's going a little bit slower, not trying to control that area just yet. An early siege agent again going to get destroyed. Focusing a little bit too much on the trampoline. Burka maybe overcommitted here. Jara going to take him down quickly.
Yeah, we saw even the healer is trying to defend their own base. Blue with full health on all 4 team members, while red is already 2 guys down. So this is going to be the opportunity for the blue team. They just need to keep pushing.
He saw it too late. He can dash right in, and that's going to end it. BLG! Yeah, quick dash right in. Slammed it right down.
We talked about it that Holy Guacamole was the most successful coach at the Gamescom over the course of these 5 days. And we could see right there, she was telling her guys, hey, the left side is open, you have to move there. And that's what allowed them to score some easy points, to be honest.
So BLG is going
to... Das Gewinnerteam wartet.
I don't speak German.
He's just telling us to wait for a little because Mo wants to make sure that everybody's on the same page in that entire and large filled room.
So with that, BLG is going to move on to fight a team of, let's see, Max Plays, Salvman, the Scion Commander, and
the Clone Commander and Mr. Nickes, yeah.
The Clone Commander.
Yeah. He on purpose misspelled his name just to make sure that he's like a little bit more unique. That works.
You can see Mo on the screen in the back, getting hyped up. BLG pretty hyped up. There's a skeleton man kind of hyped up. That was weird. And I think we're going to get ready for our next game. Mo, why don't you take it away?
So Leute, gerade erfahren, wir haben ein Pro-Team hier, das jetzt gegen die Gewinner spielen wird. Gerade eben. Das heißt, die Goodies gehen nach dem Pro-Spiel raus. Ich wusste nicht, dass sie da sind, Leute. Wollt ihr es noch sehen? Glaubt ihr, die Jungs können gewinnen? Glaubt ihr, ihr könnt gewinnen?
Ich glaube, es geht noch ein bisschen lauter hier.
So, dann lassen wir jetzt mal die Jungs gegen die Pros spielen, bevor die Sachen rausgehen. Seid ihr bereit? They have to sit down. Alex, they have to sit down again. Blaue Seite. Ich weiß nicht, welches Pro-Team hier ist. Mal schauen, welches es sind, welches Team. Ich glaube, es sind die Gewinner von heute Mittag. Wir hatten ein paar dabei, Spieler, die den ganzen Tag gezockt haben. Die sind richtig gut. Mal schauen, wer jetzt gewinnen wird. Red 1 to Red 4, okay. Da haben wir, Leute, lasst euch schön feiern, die Jungs hier. Der erste Spieler, Max Plays, komm mal wieder raus, Max Plays. Sieht ja nicht aus wie ein Pro. Setzt euch schon mal hin. Den nächsten, Salvemann, komm mal raus, Salvemann hier. Ich hätte mir immer gesagt, die Pros sind da. Mal schauen, wie Pro die sind. Der nächste, der Clown Commander. Ah, das sind die Jungs von heute Mittag. Jetzt der einzigartige Mr. Nickes. So, jetzt die Coaches. Blauer Coach. So der einzigartige, wunderbare Dr. Tobias. Nun, oh, Bill Bruce Waggings. So Leute, seid ihr bereit fürs letzte Spiel heute? Dann feuert doch mal an und lasst auch feuern. Guys, wir werden jetzt live in den Staaten gestreamt, also ihr könnt ruhig mal Hallo sagen. Back to you guys, it's your show.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much, Mo. He's been doing this all weekend. He's basically sacrificing his voice for us.
1 sec. I had you turned down. He's a yeller.
Yeah,
You're not as much as a
I'm
yeller.
sacrificing my ears and my voice for the team, so I'm taking 2.
So you'll notice this time we only introduced 4 players. 4 players you might know if you've been watching throughout the weekend. But they'll be facing off against BLG, who just won, Batlava Gaming.
Yeah, and it's going to be an exciting match. We have seen that the Gamescom All-Stars, as I started calling them at some point, when they just came back, they really know how to play together. They have been switching characters different at times, so they also know how to play different roles, and that's gonna, I think, that could give them the upper hand in this matchup.
So Alona, Kyra, Jara, Thorgrim, one of the most balanced comps. We're going to be jumping right into the game, and it's once again going to be a Tala Prime. This set is a best of 5, so you will wind up seeing this map, the Shrine of Oros, and the Dread Shore, Breakaway's newest map, within the first 3 games. Now, are you a betting man?
I would bet that the Dread Shore is going to be showing up twice.
Okay. All right, starting off, Clone Commander going in for movement speed. Not something you usually see Jara building into. I wonder what he's going to do with it.
Yeah, but you always see the guys immediately knowing where to put the buildables. They have tried different strategies, like we said before, and they're coming into this. They're going into this with a plan.
Right side pushing. Mr. Nichols from the back. Oh, actually just
Giomi
barely dodges.
Yeah, Giomi's moving forward. It seems like almost there's no red character, but Alona is doing the defense.
First kill already gone. Second kill already gone. BLG credited with 2. Mr. Nichols trying to clear the ball once again. Instant troubles combo. Try to dash. He has his sunburst still. 1 hit will find it. Salami with another one. 2 kills already for the support.
Ooh, and the blue guys, they are moving to the right side. They see an opening, pass to the middle. Unfortunately, it didn't get picked up right away. Salami is now moving in the wrong direction, if I see that correctly.
I like this focus, though, on the Sunshine. They did about half its health, and now they're going to start running backwards. BLG has already found 3 kills. They'll have some gold to spend, possibly. So they're going to back up. Clone Commander going all in against Salami, but he's not going to deal with it too well. Left side, Mr. Nichols trying to push up, but it's still just a slugfight in the middle, and they're unable to close out a kill.
Now suddenly the blue team is down 1 character. However, Thorgrim, the tank in the red team, is almost down as well, making an even fight. Chara goes down. That could be a team wipe against the blue team. But It is the relic score that we just looked at the live, and then suddenly there was an opening, and the blue team going with the red team, going with the relic score.
I think Salami got a bit over-aggressive. He pushed himself down towards the river and got picked off. And with that, you're going to see the red team pick one off. BLG, a little bit more gold with those kills, but otherwise not great. Alona also going damage. Remember, damage will also scale up your healing, so she's going for massive healing and sustain on a comp that really needs it. I mean, she can't afford to have armor when she has to heal up a jar to full health immediately.
So what do you prefer as a strategy? Do you go for like one particular asset of skills, or do you try to have like a diversity of different items?
Normally, I like to be a little more homogenized. Oh wait, wow, early kill, BLG Nova. Mr. Nichols up the right side. I don't know if he's wise to go up this far. And Plazi also trying to fight forward in a very awkward situation.
3 characters, they are now surrounding him. It's gonna be tough for him to win that one battle, to be honest.
Yeah,
and he goes down.
And that's an important kill because with Sayrox getting that gold, and there's about 300 gold on the ground, he's getting closer and closer to finishing up that Sword of Mars, meaning he's going to have massive heals, perfect backline jump, and it's going to be Nova credited with that one, and another one that's going to be double kill for Chiome.
Perfect team play by the blue team, who has taken out 2 of the red characters. They move together as one unit, and now we see Mr. Nick is trying to hold the blue line.
Careful now. In a bad spot to be fighting a Thorgrim.
They don't even try to pick up the relic. They're so focused on damage right now, which does make sense with all of the blue guys storming on the right side.
Nova's taking a lot. There's the Ballista, 70 damage in already.
And suddenly there's an opening for the Clone Commander. He's moving over the side. There's only one opponent for him. With a good throw, he can gain some ground for his team, but it's still far from being free from that blue assault.
Sayrox trying to move back towards the base. He's one hit away. Can he find it? Yeah, he'll be able to get back, just barely.
And that's so important, especially later in the game, because if you die more often, you're also going to be sitting on the bench for a longer time.
There goes Nova again. It's his 3rd kill this round. Starting to move forward. Mr. Nicholson's in trouble. I'm surprised to see him not just turn and take him out.
You see Nova on the right side. There's nobody in front of him. However, Chara just now a little bit quicker, of course, because when you hold the relic, you can't run as fast.
He's going in. 55, taken out almost immediately. Sky going in from deep, not going to find it. And Clone Commander will clear it out towards the center.
So they have to move around their own walls. Sometimes they can be a disadvantage if you're in that situation. And now suddenly the red team is on the right side, and it seems there's almost no defense coming from the blue team.
Blue does have 3 people in the base, though. He will be met with resistance.
Well, let's just wait for that pass to the middle, because there was only one guy, but however, he couldn't pick up the pass right away.
Jara looking for that pounce, didn't quite get it up the left side. Watch out for the traps, you can't see it, it's stealth! And already Clone Commander has been taken down. Plazi trying to fight in between 4. He's going to use his own vulnerability. Mr. Nichols going down, guaranteed to BLG Sky, and it's going to be a power play for 15 seconds as 4 move into 1.
Yeah, we have 75 seconds on the clock remaining. Nova is trying to score for the blue team, but even if they can't score right now, that would be a big advantage for the blue team, because the ball is deep into the red corner.
Sayrox not paying attention, and he probably is going to get picked off. Yeah, there goes the Ballista kill.
And there goes the team wipe.
That's a team wipe.
It is a team wipe, yes. I was just about to say, blue team has to wait for the respawn, but like 0.2 seconds before the respawn, the red team is able to get the team wipe and the 2nd point in that first set.
All right, BLG Nova. Oh, I don't like that gold spend. He could have finished the Sword of Mars there and chose not to.
So he's going for the diverse strategy, but you have to keep in mind that the fourth item is always giving you an heroic bonus, which can make all the difference.
I mean, that 10% damage bonus on Chiome is necessary. And I don't feel with how much healing Alona has that he's getting mileage out of that amulet. Sunshine placed down, Red trying to fight in, BLG Nova trying to move forward. Sunshine already taken down thanks to the Ragnarok, but Clone Commander goes right with it.
And you see the blue team, they pick up the scraps after somebody's getting sent back to the bench, and with that gold advantage, they can buy the more expensive items. However, Nova is now free on the right side to go, and now I think the coach gave him a signal and said, retreat guys, retreat. You don't want to run into that other team swipe.
Salami will be able to get back to the base. Gila. They need to get Alona towards, I mean, she's the only ranged damage. She needs to get in there and destroy those ballistas.
Salvaman dodging Chiome, passing to Mr. Nikas. He's moving to the left side.
Oh, burned ultimate. Chiome not getting much. Sky should still be able to push this forward. Plazi out of position again. BLG Sky not quite a breakaway as he is getting chased. 15 left on the shield, but he has a chance to fight. Salamir took 2 down. There goes the 3rd one. But Kyra nowhere to be found.
Character remaining in the red team, however, she is standing in the back and a little bit safe there. And now the respawns are coming for the red team, and they need the respawns because blue is on the move and they're closing in on the relic score.
Finally takes down that right side ballista that's been doing so much damage. Salami getting thrown back. Still able to get out of there using her defensive. Clone Commander's going to go down for 24. Plazi still trying to fight forward. Needs to hold this front area because they've died too many times this round. They can't afford more.
Mr. Nikas thought he had an opening, but Nova with Chiome is so quick. Standing in his way, all of a sudden, she just appears in front of him and dealing so much damage with so few strikes, really.
Nice sunburst keeps her in place. 54 shield remaining on this, and he's going to throw it directly towards Salami. But Salami, after the kill, is going to go back. Another death onto Thorgrim. Really, it's going to come down to BLG picking off Thorgrim, picking off Jara one more time, and they can end the game off of it. Clone Commander already burning through his ult, and Pounce is not going to have an aggressive out.
So we see Corrin with a kill streak, something you don't see every day, to be honest.
Yeah.
Support character. So that just goes to show that the blue team is really good at keeping their guys in check, making sure that everybody's healing, moving, and retreating. Oh, almost Sky jumping over the edge there.
Good thing he had the relic, otherwise he would have been too quick. Moving up the right side. Nova getting covered by the Jar. Jar's going to pick it off. Sunstrike. Nope, not going to do it.
I thought that the relic shield might not pop and give him enough time to make that score. Salami with the long throw, but still not long enough, and there goes the trap.
Alona's got to take out that ballista in the base, but yeah, I think she's focusing on it. But no, actually, Salami backed off. It's pretty low health, to my knowledge.
She seems like the right choice. She's now moving backwards, making sure that her team can defend a little bit better here. And Corrin is almost dead, and now she falls.
And that was a huge gold pickup as well. I would like to see them go spend it with this much time left. Fortifying that base and getting some extra spend wouldn't be a bad idea.
Suddenly, Red is pushing.
Clone Commander in some trouble. Yeah, instant combo. Sky able to find that kill once again. Nova on the left side trying to fight into Mr. Nichols, but I don't think he's going to have too much trouble taking down an Alona at this stage.
If you look at the minimap, however, you see a lot of red X's on the minimap because the buildables of the red team, they are staying in place. While now we're just looking at 30 seconds on the clock and a team wipe.
Again. That is two team wipes out of 3 rounds. Very, very unusual.
Suddenly it's 2-1. We didn't see that coming.
Round number 4, Sky full armor pen, full damage, and Salami actually everyone has full sword of Mars on the left side, and there's only one piece of armor on the right.
So we're gonna see a lot of kills in that last game, just like we did in the game before, and it might end up in yet another team wipe.
Okay, as the items come down, we'll be able to show you the minimap, give you an idea of just how many buildables are on the red side of the map, and it's going to be hard to take them down. Nichols dashes away, caught by Sky, but he misses the follow-up. Fighting inside the Sunshrine versus 2 people with full sword of Mars, not going to work.
Yeah, the blue team is pushing here. They see an opening on the right side because the rest of the team is making sure that the red guys cannot do anything in the middle. And now suddenly Nova's there, but jumps over the edge, and now she has to sit on the bench for a little bit.
Trouble for Plazi once again, fighting inside that Blessing of the Sun, trying to keep himself up. Sky going to go back for the relic. Salami trying to fight inside the Sun Shrine. Clone Commander credited with the kill.
And in the corner, you can see the red damage dealer Chara going up against 2 characters from the blue team because they try and group up on their opponents. And in the end, the blue guys can take down Chara, even though they lost their Sun Shrine.
With that, I think Sky is now on a killing spree, so he'll be worth a bit more gold. Clone Commander trying to push forward again, but he's alone. Sky looking for the pounce. Salami on the right side taking a lot of damage. Didn't quite kill the ballista. Sayrox.
So here we see the one tank in the entire game. So far, he didn't do that much tanking just because of that ruthless aggression from the blue team. Corrin, however, now on the bench for more than 15 seconds. She's gonna be a loss for the blue team because they have been making the most of her so far.
That ballista is still active. Someone's got to take this down. That trap once again exposed, but I think they were able to kill it this time.
So Mr. Nick is switching sides twice. Now he's on the right side, moving there, but Thorgrim on his side. We see the red team now working together as one unit. And they did pick up the damage crystal as well, so they got 30% more damage over the course of the next 45 seconds.
And a pounce was used. Clone Commander diving very, very deep. Sayrox trying to push back. Clone Commander already taken out. Plazi very low as well, fighting inside the Blessing of the Sun as the blue team, and will be able to move it. No one checks Sky, and Salviman's going to chase it. This is not a good chase. If he turns around and goes for the kill, he could end this, and I think that's what he's expecting. He's looking for the pounce. Caught her. That's going to be enough damage. 2 seconds, but Mr. Nichols will just be able to get out.
Yeah, that was almost a team wipe, despite the fact that the red team does have the damage buff. We just thought if the team wipe is going to come, it's going to be for the red team, not against them, but blue is really defending this very, very well.
That ballista still standing strong, finally goes down on the top right side. Clone Commander again fighting inside the Blessing of the Sun, not going to work this time as he gets taken down by Sky. Nova trying to go for the kill onto Mr. Nichols. And I think he's going to be safe for now. Wow.
Yeah, it's going back and forth in this game. However, blue seems to have the upper hand in this game, despite the fact that the red team has the lead in the series.
Nice movement from Alona, gets him away. Nova gets another one. Ooh. Moving inside the base, 1 ballista, 2 players to deal with.
I thought she's going to jump and hit, and there she does it. Oh. It's just a little bit too close. Ooh, the red guys pick up the ball, can't get it out of their end zone, and so blue is scoring the point.
That's going to push us to round number 5. Remember, this is a best of 5 rounds. In our final round, you see more heroic items, heroic armor, pen, damage, and cooldown for Salami. This is the most amount of damage a player can get. Alona with full movement speed as well, full armor on Nova. No armor pen, but there's very little armor on the other side.
We could see the reverse sweep after the red team had the first 2 points, but blue now won the last 2 points. And that despite the fact that on the minimap we can see that all the buildables from the red team are still on the map.
Wazzy taking a lot, unable to be healed. Blessing of the Sun trying to keep him up. So far, the only person to fall is that Alona.
Look at that damage output from the blue team. 3 guys, 4 guys on a kill streak. Now we see Alona, both her and Thorgrim, taking a break from the action.
Salami continues to poke. Clone Commander, yeah, in a bit of trouble, forced to go back, but those walls are holding even him out of the base.
Yeah, those elevators, they are never there on time, when you ask me. Sky is now throwing it wide, but however, there's Mr. Nickers and he can pick up the pieces.
Someone is all the way in the back trying to fight into 3 people. I think it's Thorgrim. Yeah, he got taken down. An 18-second respawn for a rather foolish play.
Now we see the red team on the left side, but blue is pushing. With 4 guys on a kill streak, that's not all that surprising.
Oh, so close.
Tried to use that trampoline, but not to the best effect.
The shield keeps getting broken. They're trying to rush down the same thing over and over. They're going to keep getting stuck out.
That was a well-timed shot from that Kyra. I don't know if I could have made that, to be honest. She just defended her team, and Chioma goes overboard and has to respawn in 10 seconds. And that you can see blue regrouping, going backwards with only Chara moving towards the guy carrying the ball and defending her own soil.
Salvaman up the right side. Team grouped up, possibly looking to close this out. This is not a very fortified base.
And still a kill streak for 3 characters in the blue team. It's just crazy. Look, watching them retreating and coming out when they can score those goals. So both teams are moving back and forth. They are thinking what's the best next move to do here.
Nickel's already down. It's getting worse too. Is Clone Commander able to sneak through? He's getting chased, but those ballistas are going to keep him safe. BLG Sky with a full 180 shield on the rise. He can jump around this.
Ooh, you can just walk around it. No need to jump there.
Oh no,
but
he got caught by
hidden
the trap. Remember, those are stealth to the enemy team, so they didn't know that it was there. Ragnarok big time, 3 men healing inside. Blasi still alive. Chiome just barely surviving. Clone Commander on the right side, maybe gonna find it, but nope, gonna get stunned out. Big time damage, but the shield keeping him alive. Salvador trying to find the shot. Clone Commander throwing, and he's actually throwing. Nova credited with the kill.
And again, the red team does have the damage crystal. Now it's just turned off, but they are the guys that are taking the damage here because blue is so aggressive despite the fact that the other team has that advantage.
Pounce not gonna hit. BLG able to group up and move towards the right side. Amulet healing him dramatically, but he's going back into the fight. Ultimate going to be used, needs to go for the dash. Q used, looking for the E, doesn't need it, and it's going to be another kill, an 11-second respawn.
And 20 seconds for Thorgrim, so the red team now really has to see what they can do with only 55 seconds on the clock remaining.
No. Xerox walked off the map again. Salami with 120. Ballista doesn't see it. A proper burn.
That was very optimistic, just moving right into the opponent's base, trying to survive with the relic shield and score that point, but red was on their feet this time.
With 40 seconds on the clock, if I was BLG, I'd be looking to kill Thorgrim right away. Another death will take him out of the game permanently.
Yeah, Thorgrim coming in, moving in, but the blue team, of course, regrouping once more, and now we are down to just 23 seconds remaining.
Blasi alone, 180 on the shield, and Jara's out for the remainder. Mr. Nichols trying to get this as far as possible, but he's fighting into multiple assassins. I don't think he's going to be able to stay alive for too much longer. That's another one. Salvaman basically alone at 8 seconds.
Ooh, Kyra gets it for the red team, throws it forward with only 4 more seconds on the clock. Blue has the ball, returns it again.
That's blue.
And that's the point for blue. Look at them go.
Salvaman, I think, threw it a little bit too early. Still had a lot of damage on the shield. Could have taken 1 or 2 hits and then throw it. I still think that was going to belong to blue because BLG focused more on the kills at the end and less on just trying to move the ball forward. And with a 47-19 score and 12,000 damage there, senior, it's going to be BLG for game 1.
Yeah, and we saw the situation that the blue team was so far ahead, they didn't even know what to buy next because they had already everything on 4.
Yeah. Our next game, we're going to be switching off of Atala Prime. Where do you think we're going to go?
Well, it depends on if the teams are going to shift strategies. If Blues is going to stay with that aggressive strategy, it seemed to serve them well on that little bit wider map because they seem to be the team that has better strategy when it comes to regrouping, going back and forth.
Right.
If it's going to be the Dreadshore, where the map is very, very long and very, very narrow, that big advantage of the blue team, they are moving as a unit, might not turn to be as game deciding as we saw just now.
I want to see a small comp switch as well. I want to see just a little bit more damage right now.
Not from the blue team.
Not from the blue team.
Okay.
They really need a tank, but it's working. Red team can actually just maybe less damage, go into tanks. You know, maybe replace the Jara with American, allow him to control the front line.
It's also going to be a mind game at the same time. We saw that in the exhibition match on Wednesday, where UCI actually went down in the series when the opponent's NRG just kicked out the healers from their team. And then they adapted strategies and came back. So we're going to see how this goes in the next match. And we now know that the map is going to be Atala Prime again.
Are we doing Atala Prime again? Is that confirmed? Dreadshore.
And there we go. And then we just switch maps. All right. Well, like we said, Dreadshore, I think that's going to be a good omen for the red team, to be honest. It's going to be a little bit more narrow, so they have to look out less for who everybody's walking towards, and they can easier have like a breakaway on one of the two sides of that ghost ship.
I'm not sure. Is Mo giving stuff away?
I think Mo is always giving stuff away, to be honest.
Go get us that headset. Come on. Go get it.
The headset. Oh, I'm good. I got this one. It's serving me well all day, so I don't have a need for another one. They're giving away everything today. It's yesterday. In fact, they forgot to give some stuff away, which is even better for these guys over here because they're like, oh, here's another box of stuff, of goodies that we forgot to turn out yesterday. So here you go, guys. Even more Sennheiser headsets and graphics cards.
Game number 2 is going to bring us to the Dreadshore. This
What do you
long
think
and
about the
narrow
map?
ship is a very dangerous, very aggressive map. And once again, there are 3 ways to win. Number 1, taking that relic, moving it to the enemy base, and getting it inside the relay. A quick and easy score. Number 2, if that timer falls down to 0 after the fight has begun, whoever was able to push that relic to the enemy side of the map will have taken the round. And finally, and my personal favorite, if you can wipe the team and simultaneously put them into respawn, you win instantly and with a gold boost.
We see the blue team moving forward this time again as a unit. Although we also see those healing shrines, they could prove crucial if the red team is not taking them down.
Plazzi trying to fight inside the Sun Shrine, not going to work. Salvman, however, nice dash, but still a little bit too slow with that relic. He doesn't take too much damage just yet, but he's being forced back. Plazzi as well. Actually, Kyra maybe at risk, and yeah, that's going to be the first down.
Yeah, Thorgrim was completely ignoring the opponents here. He was just working on that.
Oh, Sky didn't recognize. They still got it. A 3v4. They still got it. A team wipe inside 30 seconds.
That's just crazy. I was about to say that Thorgrim was just like only focusing on that healing shrine, trying to play the long game, making sure that the opponents cannot overwhelm them with the buildables. And then the other team was like, no, we're not going to play the long game. We're just going to take you out in no time whatsoever.
Big time damage on the left side. A little bit of armor coming out on the right. Clone Commander's going to have trouble this round as he went level 2 movement speed, level 1 armor, meaning he has no damage.
But the tank is beefing up the armor, so it's going to be harder for the very aggressive blue team to take him down. Then again, they already have 4 kills after that first game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they can add some more in the second game now. Again, look at Thorgrim working on that shrine immediately.
Dashing in, big time damage. Nova unafraid of the no damage Jara. Plazzi forcing actually a dash away from Sayrox, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. They're moving up the left side. They will have some contention as you do see Mr. Nichols and Salvman ready to contest.
And then again, one of the 2 guys moving forward is a healer, and the healer is not known for dishing out tons of damage, but Alona, of course, with the Sunburst, can control the field a little bit and create an opening for the other characters on the team.
Net worth belongs specifically to BLG as all 4 players higher than their enemies. BLG Nova trying to move the relic forward. Behind him, possible damage. You see Jara getting very low, Kyra getting very low. Ball runs cleared. It's going to be back toward the middle of the map. Clone Commander trying to pass it through to Plazzi, and Plazzi going to get stuck. Clone Commander 1 hit away. Does Nova see it? Does he have a dash? And no, he's going to focus on the relic. Okay.
So again, we see the kill streaks for the blue team. They are picking up the pieces. They are working together as a unit. Red is down to just one character, and that's Alona, who's not known for standing strong for a very long time when she goes up against an overwhelming force from blue.
200 gold on the floor. They get one. Ballista dealing some damage, but they're going to take out the Sunshrine. Salvman trying to move forward to get some damage off, but he's stuck in the back line again.
I find it super surprising that the blue team has such an easy time picking up the buildables, despite the fact that they're not playing anybody with range damage except for Corin, but she's not known for doing a lot of damage.
Trying to move forward. Blessing of the Sun used just for Plazzi to take out the Sunshrine. Perhaps an over-aggression, as you're going to see, Nichols get destroyed immediately. Plazzi stuck between three, but they're just trying to move the relic forward again.
So Thorgrim is moving upwards, trying to come back and help his guys, and you see the blue team working on that damage crystal, and they get it, so they are gonna do more damage for 45 seconds now.
Xerox baiting perfectly. For a second, Plazzi thought that he had an opportunity, but with 20 seconds apiece down, 40-second man hours reduced, I think they have an opportunity.
That's gonna be very, very long power play for the red team. Blue is actually taking the offensive approach here, which makes perfect sense with just two guys of the red team. Not going to see much play for the rest of that match if they just fall one more time with just 1 minute and 23 seconds on the clock.
There goes Salvman. That's going to be an 18-second respawn. Clone Commander is back. He can't afford another death, and he's a little lucky that Nova missed that one.
We do see that the blue Alona is working overtime for her team. She's making sure that everybody's staying up on life, constantly surrounding the guy with the lowest health total. Now we might see a kill on Chara, who has the kill streak, but again, Alona starting to heal her up again.
Kyra has respawned. On the left side, Xerox trying to get away. Nova diving in. Q going to be used a little bit too awkwardly. Doesn't find the hit. He still has his ultimate and that E available to him for an instant kill on pretty much any squishy.
The blue team does have the health buff now, so they have more life, and they can actually go toe-to-toe with the red team. And again, we see the aggression from the blue team coming. Now Kyra, 24 seconds out with just 35 seconds remaining on the clock. Alona also going down.
This is where you want to kill, but they don't need to. Salami alone. Clone Commander can't stop it. Round number 2 to blue. The replay comes in. There's the dunk. 2 rounds in a row. Actually, I guess 5 rounds in a row.
Yeah, it really looks like the blue team has found themselves, to be honest. They are now working more together as a unit, and look at that kill ratio with 16 kills on the blue side and 0 kills on the red side. But this proves why Alona is so crucial in the blue team.
Look at the base. Salami has now put up 3 of those trees, ensuring that anyone walking through there, those shifting sands, are going to prevent people from moving anywhere near as quickly as normal. They're going to play the trampoline game. That's going to be a free 500 gold for the red team. Not really sure why Chiome had used that so early.
Well, you have to keep in mind that these guys were all introduced to the game at Gamescom, and half of them...
Oh, no Johns. They've been playing enough.
Yeah, they've been playing enough, but gold... How the gold is falling is kind of hard to understand when you've only been playing for like 10 times or so.
Salami taking a lot, but you see the Sunshine placed right back to ensure they can continue fighting forward. Sky contested, but stuck in the trap inside the ballista. There's nowhere for him to go, but Xerox able to heal him enough to keep him out of there. And the trap does get removed. Salvman over on the right side trying to clear through. Malplazzi, a little bit too aggressive.
So how would you now try and take out all of these ballistas in the red zone?
Gotta do it one at a time. Use that range damage. 3 people now on a killing spree. I don't think we have one for Corin just yet. Healing come across the board. Trying to take out the Sunshrine so they can fight here for longer. Xerox and Sky contest Salvman, who's forced back. And I like the fact that he's keeping the ball on his side. He's not trying to push it forward, put it out of view. However, Clone Commander, he looks like he wants that breakaway opportunity, but he's not going to find it. Nova's hot on his heels, and he's going to be in some trouble.
Yeah, that's Chiome, and she does a ton of damage in no time. Wouldn't be surprised if he's going to meet his master right there. Alona for the blue team is down, and the red team is also on the defensive again. 3 versus 3 right now. Blue is now in full force moving forward because Alona just respawned. 2 killing streaks remaining on the blue side.
Big Sky, or BLG Sky in the back, picking up some gold, which I'm sure will spend very well if this manages to go even that long. They're still continuing to fight towards this red. That Sunshine now 1 hit away. Oh, and that was a beautiful sunburst, but answers back immediately. Plazzi with the Ragnarok hit 3 people. That's his 2nd death for Alona, but Sky answers back for 1 on his own.
3v3 again, and we still see Chara and Chiome both with the kill streaks. It seems like the red teams can't get to them, to be honest.
Nice pickup. Is it able to control? Still 140 on the shield. Salami trying to work his way forward, but it's going to get blown up immediately. He's stuck out of position. They don't want to have him down now.
Even though the blue team gets all of these kills with their aggressive strategy, it looks like they cannot really move into the red base. So maybe that needs to be the strategy for the red team, baiting the opponent, making sure that their ballistas and their walls can help them gain the upper hand, and then finally fighting back and carrying the relic into the opponent's end zone, or getting the territory win, of course.
Only a minute 15 left on the clock. A territory win could be likely here as they try to win with all three. The LG Sky, though, uncontested. Only one person's going to find himself in the path, and he is going down quickly. Half of that ult onto Kyra, half of it onto Thorgrim as it takes the brunt of the damage.
Well, you have to give it to that Kyra, because that was the first time that she went down. Blue now with both the health and the damage crystals. That's a big advantage in the last minute of the game.
Nova going for it. Q used already. There's the ultimate. She's able to dash out of there. Just barely. And full health, too. Salami trying to walk away. Heal possibilities. Big damage from Sky once again. Cyrox trying to find his way through. 35 seconds remain. A kill here on any person on the red team will eliminate them for basically the remainder of the game.
Yeah, you just mentioned it. Thorgrim is going down. He's down for 10 more seconds. Alona is now coming back, and the red team really has to find a way to get the ball over the halfway point here.
It's just about damage for blue team. Sayrox moving back. They're just trying to keep this locked inside the base. And oh, the poor Jara threw his entire ult into that shield. It wasn't enough. Only 11 on the shield, and this is looking pretty grim. Moving forward 5 seconds, and Sayrox will guarantee it. It's going to be a team wipe. It's going to be a relic score, and it's going to be territory. The hat trick complete.
Really nice control from the blue team. Like you said, they have now found all their 3 ways to win, and they're working more and more as a unit. 25-2 kill ratio for them at the moment.
The only deaths being on Alona, the healer. She still put up 8,200 healing, highest in the game by over 30.
It's not just the deaths though, you also see a lot of setups really with all of the assists. So the blue guys, they are making sure that they are working together as one unit. One guy is attacking, doing a little bit of damage, moving backwards, healing again thanks to the Alona Shrine. The next guy is moving in, he gets the kill, and nobody minds because they all get gold for that.
Are you a Mortal Kombat fan?
Not so much, to be honest. It's way too brutal for me.
So back in the early 90s, right, Mortal Kombat had Reptile in Mortal Kombat 1, but the only way to fight him was through a series of flawless victories.
Okay.
I think if BLG is able to close one more out, they might find themselves against Reptile.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. And again, it's up to the coaches to adapt strategies for their teams. We haven't really seen anybody switching characters so far. Do you think that's going to play a role in the next game?
It's possible. If I was BLG, I would stick with what's working.
Yes.
If I was Red, I'd probably just switch items. I think the comp is okay, but they need to switch it up a little bit. Maybe even, I don't feel like the Kyra is getting a lot done, but then again, the ballistas have been very powerful.
You have to give it to them. I'm super surprised about the fact that the blue team, despite them not having anybody who can do range damage or tons of range damage, being able to pick apart all of these buildables on the red side.
With that, our third game will be on our third map, and that's going to be the Shrine of Oros, a smaller map, but still a little bit wide to ensure large open team fights. Perhaps Kyra could switch to Sai.
If he can play it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I can't play Sai. Like, I tried, and I just given up on him.
This girl's filming us over here. Let's get her.
All right, we are ready for the next game, and I'm sure these guys are ready. I'm not sure if they have been on the stage in like a big tournament before, but they definitely get the right feeling over here. They get the right idea of what it's all about.
This is esports in a nutshell.
Yeah, although I'm not sure you always have a guy like Mo on the stage who's like waving with Sennheiser headsets and graphics cards. Although he would be a nice addition if you ask me. Like, you could have like a DreamHack, and then in the grand final you just have one guy like walking backwards and forwards like a cheerleader with stuff in their hands.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to give it away as long as he has it and starts chants, right?
Right. I think he's actually the least popular person at the entire fair. It's because he's always like taunting them. He's like, I'm gonna give it away, but just a little later, just a little later.
Again, our third game will be on the Shrine of Oros. red team versus blue team. You have 3 ways to win if you're just joining us. Number 1 is taking the golden snitch there, catching it and bringing it to the enemy side of the map. If you can land it into their small colored relay, you will have won the round. Number 2 is a territory victory. If at the end of the timer you're able to move that relic to the enemy side of the map, you will score on that half. And then finally, and again, my absolute favorite way to win, team wipe. If you can kill them at the same time, simultaneous forcing of the respawn, you will have won the round instantly in a huge chunk of gold.
We saw no character switches from all of the players here. It's still the same setup for both teams, so they feel comfortable with their choices.
Solomon in some trouble, already forced back. Salami trying to fight forward, going to use his defensive to get away, still getting healed by Sayrox as well towards the right side. Nichols has put himself maybe a little bit out of position, but Argus looks like he's jumping back.
It was quite nice to do the slide and then immediately stop after the slide. The opponent was expecting him to just keep moving, and then the special from Argus was not hitting its target.
Still 45 in the shield, a chance for it. She can still dash. She moves it forward, but that's going to get cleared instantly. Sky forced to jump away as well. We have a Blessing of the Sun put down. They're trying to fight inside of it. Maybe Blaze getting over aggressive, going back to the base.
It's interesting to see that this smaller map is actually a little bit harder to play for the blue team. They were close to getting several characters knocked out here. Before, they could always retreat very quickly and make sure that they put some distance between them and the opponents. Here, it's not going to work that easily because of the narrow map.
BLG Sky accidentally missed his pounce and wound up off the map for it, so he's going to incur his first respawn timer that way. Clone Commander and the rest of the red team moving up towards the left side. Silence was already burned. Damage buff going the way of red this time. Clone Commander has a chance to kill, but at the same time, he's out of position and will go down himself.
You see nice use of the ultimate by Thorgrim, taking down the life totals of several characters in the blue team who are now healing up again thanks to Alona and her healing shrine.
Team's holding on the left. That healing shrine is paying off pretty heavily. Finally, Salvman recognizes the strength of it, starts to do some damage, but it's not enough. Nichols throws the ball back, plays out of position again.
If I'm not mistaken, we did not have a Kyra on the last roster, right?
No, we have the ballistas.
No, we did have the ballistas, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Salvin, they're trying to fight inside the Sun Shrine, and they're doing good damage on the
moving
return.
to the left side. It seems like there's an opening, at least a little bit of an opening.
No.
Ooh, that could have almost meant him getting kicked over the map here.
He didn't use his dash to stop the ballista damage. Blaze trying to do some damage. Not going to do too much. Both teams losing their shields pretty heavily, and another kill as BLG Sky goes down for the second time.
But it's very, very different when you compare it to the first 2 rounds that we saw. The blue team is suddenly taking enough damage to make sure that their characters are actually falling and needing to take a break, because before we didn't see that at all.
Well, it could have been that damage buff as well. Blue team picked it up this time, so red not going to have that 30% to a 60% damage swing. If they're able to find some more damage, Blessing of the Sun used to fight forward, plays behind. I don't know if he wants to put himself in between, but I think Clone Commander has gone a bit too far. He doesn't have a dash, he's relying only on Alona.
The red team now with the health buff.
2 down.
Lasts a little bit longer than the damage buff, but 2 of their guys are already sitting on the bench with 3 more seconds until Kyra respawns.
Finally, they get the ballista. Sayrox grabbing the relic, only 35 in the shield, no pass. He's going to throw it into the base. 15 left on the shield, they'll be forced to retreat again.
We're also in the last minute of the game, so we're looking at territory here. There is a good question if red can now pick up the ball and move into the blue field, and if blue can actually fight back, retreat, not retreat, but regroup and then move forward.
For blue, this is all about healing right now. Nothing else should matter. No defense, no killing, just get everybody to full health. Whereas red, they need to try to push forward and get these buildable downs pretty much as soon as possible. First kill going to Sky, Salvman's down.
Suddenly, at the moment, that would be a point for the blue team. Red needs to move forward to gain territory here. Otherwise, they're going to fall behind in that third.
Clone Commander's already down. Mr. Nichols going with him. Thorgrim can't find the
3
pickup,
seconds
and
on
that's
the clock,
it.
2 seconds, 1, and that's the point. So what do you think about the strategy of holding the relic and not moving forward when the clock is ticking down?
Well, it depends, right? If you're going to do that, you have to force them to make a bad decision. Like, will moving them to that side of the map do anything, right? And in that case, I don't feel like they had enough healing. A big part of it has to do with the Clone Commander. 5 deaths in that round. He's building Phoenix Ashes again. He needs damage.
No character has the fourth version of any of the items. Everybody's going for a bit more diversity, or they don't have enough gold to spend and get the fourth version. So
Salami's waiting though at 1,700. Next time she backs most. Oh, Sky with 2 kills already. BLG Nova's gonna get another one. They have 5 seconds. They could end this. Plays might be in some trouble. He needs to use invulnerability. 2 seconds. 1. No, they're looking at the
there goes
ball.
Thorgrim, but the respawns of the other 3 members, that was very, very close. And you see the kill streaks for the blue team. They are again in aggression mode here.
They're trying to fight through. 2 walls on the right side are gonna block off that path. Nova has a full shield, but decides not to take it. Right side buildable gonna get destroyed. That Sun Shrine removed. Clone Commander going up towards the right himself.
And again, you see the blue team regrouping. They were actually ahead, but they didn't push the advantage. They didn't press it. They moved backwards, made sure that they can heal again, and then suddenly they're really choosing when they go forward here.
And there's the first kill there. Sky taking down Nichols again. That's a 15-second respawn. Sky's inside the base looking for Salvin. Not going to work. Ball still at 120.
Xerox has the ball, throws it, but a nice rebound by the red team. Kyra picks it up, throws it over the wall, and that's going to buy the red team at least a little bit of time here.
Still 120. Blocked again. Salami stuck by himself behind 3, but they're not focusing him down. They're just trying to clear the relic.
And we see the blue team retreating again. They are moving towards their own healing shrine. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. This game is going back and forth again, with now Nova trying to move ahead.
Wow.
The 3 red guys around him.
There was a major grouping towards that Sunshine. They were Red was trying to fight inside. It didn't work. They are going to finally find Sky, and Mac Plays going to get a big gold payday. He's stuck. He doesn't know if he wants to go back and try to spend the money or try to get this, relic pushed. Xerox is taking some damage. BLG Nova in some trouble. He's dashing away, but Mac Plays could not find it.
Yeah, the blue Xiaomi now very low on life, but thanks to the healing shrine, she can pick up some. However, Red is pressing the advantage. They are moving forward with Thorgrim now going up against 3 guys because the rest of his team wasn't moving with him.
That's going to be the 3rd death. Where's Kyra?
6 more seconds until Kyra.
It'll be a 4v2 no matter what. He's chasing Kyra. Kyra's worried about the death. Clone Commander knows that he has to go in.
Here.
He's got the stun. He got the knockdown, but it's going to be a team wipe.
Talk about a big surprise. I didn't see that one coming, to be honest. I thought that's going to be a relic score for sure. And then suddenly, the blue team just continues with their ruthless aggression. And now we see the Sword of Mars, the 4th version of it, which gives the extra 10% damage on the side of the blue team here. But also the red team actually does have a lot of attack, with only Thorgrim, of course, going for armor. That makes sense as the tank.
Those level 4 Phoenix Ashes, what does the heroic version give you?
It's plus 50 max health per death, which lasts until the end of the round. So that can actually make a difference when you're fighting the dust way often.
Clone Commander on the left side. Oh, he's taking a lot. Nova's going to get that one. No shield there, so he takes double damage off that hit. Xerox just moving forward with 140 on the shield, excuse me.
Mr. Nichols is picking it up, moving towards the left side. And again, we see Alona retreating with the teleport. Very skillful play from the red team here. They don't want to have the healer at the front line.
Red team trying to pass through. Everyone on blue is still very, very healthy. I can't say the same about everyone on red. Even with that healing, Clone Commander getting very low. Mr. Nichols was able to use his ultimate before he went down.
It's again 4 versus 3 for the blue team with the kill streak on Xiaomi, and I think 2 more characters are going to pick up a kill streak very soon here.
Salami getting very low. Plays going down. Clone Commander using the ultimate on Alona, and a Blessing of the Sun burns through, keeping the team alive, and Savman finds the kill. Clone Commander moving towards the left. BLG Salami going to get taken down. They have an advantage, but he walked into Nova in an unsafe way. Kyra got a lot of damage, but it's not enough to deter. You're going to see Sky moving forward. Mr. Nichols trying in the background. I don't know if he's going to have enough damage to do it. Salvman gets taken down. He's going for the sneaky play, and it's not going to work.
We see so much moving backwards and forwards, and finally the red team was able to take down that blue healing shrine that proved so crucial in that first round, where they could always just retreat a tiny little bit. They didn't have to retreat all the way to their own base, and then with full health bars, they just moved forward again and got the kills.
They got the damage buff. Watch out. They don't see it, but there are 2 traps right here. Diving in, Sky going full damage right in, and will find the kill with the help of Sayrox. That's going to be 1. Selvman able to get back, but no one is checking the backline. Thorgrim is stuck out of position. Oh, Mr. Nicky's not going to do it. Needs some help.
This is really surprising because it looks like the blue team does have the damage buff, despite the fact that the red team are the ones that are holding it. Now red 2 guys are on the bench again. With blue, just Corrin is down, and Chara and Chiome are both ready to dish out even more damage here.
I like this. The slow and steady is going to win this race. Trap going to be taken down. Nova 130 only against 1, and I don't think she's got that. Oh, she's got that
nice
damage!
Rebound.
I can't believe it.
Sayrox picked up the ball, was ready to score actually. Pressed the wrong button, I think, and just dropped the relic instead of throwing it here. And that could be the opening that red really, really needs here in this tight match.
Ooh, but Kyra is already down. Plays, throws the ball forward. Nova, he's going for the damage. I figured he was going to get aggressive. Can Clone Commander find the stun? Yes, but he doesn't find the ultimate, and he needed.
So now we're down to the last minute of the game, and again we're looking at territory. At the moment, that would be a score for the blue team. Red, however, is moving forward, and that could give them the advantage.
Well, Commander getting over aggressive, using the stealth to get back. Salami forcing the silence after taking a big damage from Kyra's ultimate. Ragnarok to hit nobody. Sky inside the Blessing of the Sun, cleaning up plays. Can he find one more hit? And he will get it. That's going to be 23 seconds down.
And the blue team is now using both of the crystals. They have the health buff, they have the damage buff. With only 30 more seconds to go, both of these are going to last towards the remainder of the game. And they are deep into the red zone. We can see red with just 3 guys on the field.
I don't like them moving forward here. This is dangerous. Putting themselves in the enemy base doesn't really give them a great way to fight, but fighting here, this is what I want to see. Although they have to
look at Selvman with Kyra dashing forward, picking up the relic. That would be a territory win for the red team. Now suddenly it's blue team scoring again, and that's territory for blue.
Red got a little baited. That was the goal for blue team. They find their 3rd round, and yes, their 3rd game. BLG coming up victorious.
I think they are 6 games undefeated at the moment.
I think so, yeah.
Or maybe even more. I'm not 100% sure. Was it a swipe last round? I think it was.
Yeah.
So I think they had the reverse swipe in our very first game.
That would have been 9 straight rounds.
9 straight rounds.
4 straight games.
And like we said, they had been falling behind in the first game. So at first it didn't look like the blue team did have the teamwork necessary to win in Breakaway. Now they really found their strategy, very aggressive strategy. You must be fans of them.
Oh, by the way, congratulations to Red Team.
Oh, they're getting some prizes here.
Oh, what you doing, Mo? If you say his name and you speak in English, he doesn't know what's happening. Hey, Mo. Oh, not that time.
No, I think Mo is too busy. Mo is too busy. Oh, okay. So Mo actually does not have a mic. I think his voice finally gave up. And you can see the graphics card. It looks like carnage, but this is what's been going on 5 days here at Gamescom at the Amazon Game Studios booth. And that's also why Mo is actually out of voice.
I think the BLG guys are sitting back down.
So you might be wondering, his lips are moving, but we can't hear anything. It's the same for us. He doesn't have any voice anymore. He cannot speak anymore. So for the most part, he's like using gestures, telling people.
So yeah, they're gonna have to fight Reptile. They've gotten the fatality on the pit, during the full moon, just like you need to. They're gonna have to now fight the devs.
And the developers have enough of this. They have seen it. They are like, okay, 9-0. That's it, guys. We're not going to see any more of you guys, of your dominance here. We're going to show you how it's done.
Now, is this going to be coaches or is this full devs? I want to see full devs.
I think it's going to be full devs. I think the developers are actually going to pick the same strategy that served the blue team very well. They're going to go for aggression here to just show them this is how it's done.
I want to see Gucci. I want to see Tovar.
And we're going to see Chark.
What?
Chark.
Charsky?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's always a nice addition to the team.
Yes.
Loves to play alone, though.
Oh, all right. We have the list. We have the list. Let's get it out here. Let's get it out. Sheets.
Okay, no surprises here for you guys.
This is weird. All right, so
before we move into the next game, let's just quickly give it up for the developers. We got 4 players, of course, on the developer team. You want to have the honors?
You may start, my friend.
All right, number 1 on the red side and fresh from the developer corner, Belier, Darkstone. He's not listening to us.
They're already there.
Yeah, but we can still introduce
So
them.
Belier is going to be all the way on the right. You got Charsky second from the right, surfing the games in the third player spot, and the legend himself, best Thorgrim in the game. It's going to be the legend, Gucci.
Gucci actually moves with Thorgrim now like nobody else. You always think that the tank is like very slow, cannot like turn around very quickly. I've seen Gucci play earlier, and I think I'm still a little bit confused after watching that game.
I'm going to give this 3 out of the devs, by the way.
You think 3-0?
I don't think BLG's got it in them. I think they're too fresh.
I think it depends on the map, to be honest. I would think that BLG can get at least one relic score.
We haven't heard. Is this a best of 1 or a best of 3?
No, we are not aware of that yet, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to be thrown that information very, very quickly. Okay. So I think it's going to be a best of 1 if the developers are winning. If BLG is winning, it's at least going to be a best of 3. That's how it works. May the odds always be in your favor.
See, I think the devs are looking super serious at the computers. That way, in case they lose, you're like, no, something was wrong here.
Like, we should actually have like a split screen, because the most entertaining thing when Gucci is playing is his face. He's so animated while he's playing. It's just great. You wouldn't believe it. Sometimes you have these adverts in the back where we're showing, like, of course, we couldn't do this without our partners who are providing us with like G-forces and stuff like that. And then you see a player playing, and then it says stream at the same time and play. They should just replace that guy, whoever it is, with Gucci. That would be a better advert.
We're going to jump into the game. It's BLG versus the devs on the Dread Shore.
Is it their favorite map?
This is my favorite map, for sure. Because this is the assassin map.
I also think as a developer, they are all your babies, so you can't have favorites.
I'm pretty sure it's their favorite.
Yeah, it's the freshest map. All right, so here we see the developers, Charsky, playing as Chark, of course, with Alona. He loves the supporter. And there we see the slides immediately. That's something like at Gamescom, you don't see that every day, because half of the players are fresh into the game, so they don't know that you can slide as a fact. So now the developers, we see Gucci, going to show BLG how it's done.
Salamity already taking a lot of damage. Gucci just trying to move the ball forward, and you can see the Ragnarok setup is about to be real. They're getting over-aggressive.
And the first kill is actually for BLG, so the aggressive strategy continues to serve them very well here.
Oh, Gucci missing the Ragnarok. He's in a lot of trouble. Serving the games is very low as well as BLG's guy able to move, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 there. So far, 2 kills for BLG.
But Kyra is very low on health on the red team, and also Thorgrim needs to watch out. He needs to, Gucci basically, needs to heal a little bit to make sure that he can stay on the boat for a little bit longer here.
Charsky moving up. Already has 1 death, got to be careful. Surfing the games, looking to do some damage. Ballista, oh, very weird Ballista, not getting placed down. Oh, it did.
So we see the developers actually almost handing the one side to BLG, inviting them in, allowing them to move forward, and then they're trying to pick them apart one by one.
Gucci Pants in the middle, 2-man Ragnarok, but they're trying to fight inside the Sunshine. Nice siege as you're going to take down the Sunshine immediately. Nova, though, in a lot of trouble. Big damage from Belier, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. 1-for-2. BLG Sky finding another one, and he's able to escape on top.
Woo, I don't think that BLG was under this much pressure before, even though they were now able to send 2 of the red guys back to their team, to their base. But it looks pretty even, to be honest.
Gucci fighting in once again. Amazing healing so far from Sayrog. Darkstone in a lot of trouble, forced to back. Everyone's going all in. Sky doing some damage. Nova forced to back up. They're waiting patiently for that Blessing of the Sun to come up. Surfing the game very low, fighting inside the Sunshrine. Gucci once again clearing the relic as the team continue to fight towards the center.
Yeah, Thorgrim played by Gucci is getting healed by Charsky. Now the developers are actually retreating, and they are letting the blue team take the middle of the field here.
Sky's taking a lot of damage in the back, and he's able to escape again. If he goes down, it will be a killing spree reduction. Darkstone doesn't see it. Full 100. Burns past Charsky.
The right side. Where's the defense from the developers? Now they can finally pick him apart. But Nova using the defensive special of Chiome to buy himself some time here.
Charsky down, fighting inside the Blessing of the Sun. 4-man Ragnarok might be enough to buy him some time, but Gucci's just trying to clear the ball. He's trying to move back now. They have an opportunity with still 100. Gucci Pants is in trouble out of it. Darkstone able to hold the base. 3 seconds.
Developers only have
2
Pyro
seconds.
remaining.
No, just barely got it. Charsky's alive, and the round will continue.
However, the blue team does have the ball. They are throwing nice rebound from both Charsky and Gucci Pants. They're moving forward. They're trying to defend their base, and now they have to come out of that base stronger than before. Otherwise, they're going to take that point.
That throw is not going to work. If he had done the invincible dash, there was a chance, but it's cleared out once again. So far, BLG with a major kill advantage, which means a gold advantage.
But the developers, they are holding their own, and I haven't seen a rebound all weekend. Not very surprising that these guys know how to do it, and that could prove really crucial with the experience working for the developers.
BLG Sky taking one down after finding that buff, but nobody's checking the devs. Oh, he threw it too soon. Sky able to clear it out.
Ragnarok from Gucci. He's now going up against 3 blue guys. He needs to make sure that he can retreat here.
Nova's cleared it. He has a chance for a kill. There goes the Q.
Man overboard.
Make Thorgrim great again. This is the map. This is Thorgrim's map. You can't fight him on that side. Gucci knows it. Ragnarok still down for a few more seconds. Charsky getting a bit over aggressive. 8 seconds left. They're looking for the territory win. BLG Nova trying to throw it back. It is likely he's going to get picked off. 3 seconds. Salami's trying to move it forward. It's on the ground, and it's going to be BLG's.
I told you they are going to be able to at least score 1 point against the developers. And after that first game, I'm pretty confident that they can even score a second one.
Kills 11-5 to start the round. Trouble. Oh, wow, Balir.
Yeah, I just quickly checked the faces of the developers in the back. All of them look super serious. Nobody here is taking this as a light-hearted competition. Everybody wants to show what they can do here.
All right, Gucci moving up towards the right side.
Ooh, nice slide.
Nice movement. Still has 120, but he's caught. Uses his defensive. Small invulnerability, and Sky gets taken down as 2 people rushed in the back. Gucci finds another. It's a 2-for-1.
Ooh, the developers still, this time they are trying to get some kills here. At least that's what it looks like. Gucci's moving in, and again, that big Thorgrim, you've never seen him faster than this.
That builder will getting destroyed. BLG Nova able to clear this one out. Surfing the Game's taking a lot of damage towards the left side of your map. That tree doing a lot of work as well, making sure that people are slowed through it, but Gucci wants to take it out. Siege Edge getting placed down, that'll guarantee it. Maybe a little bit overzealous on that use, but all 8 players still remain.
So now the blue team has the ball and the advantage when we're looking at the health totals of both of these teams. Also, you notice on the minimap on the right side, both teams are making sure that the billables are not staying on the map. They're taking them out as soon as they can.
17-second respawn now for Alona.
Just 2 guys remaining on the developer team. We only have Thorgrim who can stand a little bit longer, and Kyra. Kyra now also dead. Salami is through and he can score.
That's the way to do it. Thorgrim couldn't have thrown her backwards. She would have landed in the relay. His ultimate was already down, so he didn't have an option. She knew that her shield was full. She walked directly through the autos, and that's going to be all she wrote for that one.
And we saw the taunt by the spectator, who is... We always have that story between the developers. The one guy who has to operate the spectator mode is just going to throw up those little smileys to taunt the other guys when they watch it later on. Because everybody wants to play, obviously. Everybody's mad if they can't play. So now it's 2-0 for BLG. What are you making of this? Because you told me that they would be scoring
They're cool guys.
Score.
They're letting them win.
Oh, that's the strategy. So, and that also gives away we're probably going to be playing best of 3 here.
Sayrox just trying to destroy this. Left side, Salami using the defensive. Serving the Game's going to chase it. No one's checking. Sky in the back finds the kill. It's a 1-for-0.
Gucci, nice movement. He's playing cat and mouse with his opponents. Now moving upwards again. And then he's looking for his team. Where's everybody else? He's moving forward all on his own, but he seems to be an unstoppable machine here.
A good bait. Nova already down, fighting inside the Blessing of the Sun, though. Sky has an opportunity not only to clear, but to go for a kill. Surfing the Game's out of position. Sky doesn't take it, though. Uh-oh. Gucci.
Gucci's like playing on his own here. It looks like almost all of the other developers are retreating a little bit. And again, Charsky on the bench, 14 more seconds until respawn. Alona is taking a lot of damage here.
Surfing the Games in some trouble, able to dash out of there, just barely, but gets picked off in the end. That's 2 down. Darkstone, nowhere to go. Even if he has that jump up, he has to go for the damage. Can he find the kill? Nova still alive, dashes to the back line and will stay with it.
Blue team has the upper hand in this match. I wouldn't be surprised if the developers are actually shifting strategies after that first game and kicking out the healer.
Oh, Surfing the Games used the Retribution and missed. A major damage ultimate. Slow drop by Korin. Silence as well. Serving the game's already down. Salami able to move back.
Nova's
Guy
through.
missing
He can throw, but there's the rebound by Gucci Pants, the MVP in the developer team at the moment. 3 slides in quick succession.
trying to just control the middle area. Nova going back up towards the right side, bringing it very far to bait the team forward. He's looking for Balir, it looks like.
Yeah, and again, there's Gucci. He's now going up 1 versus Chara. That's a pretty even competition here. Normally, at least if Thorgrim has enough armor. So here another slide by Gucci, and that seems to be a breakaway. There's nobody from the blue team. Nova is chasing him and gets him, but a nice relic dash. Gucci still able to score, and here he goes with the relic score and the first score for the developer team.
So when we say the developer team, we just mean Gucci, right? By himself.
We should just rename them.
The Guccis. Only 2 kills for the devs that round, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we have a level 4 armor on Kyra. That just doesn't work.
Yeah, and we have almost no spare of Achilles on the blue side, so nobody has enough armor penetration. Now actually Chara reacting to that and buying level 3 armor penetration to deal with that big tank.
Right side, big time damage, but for some reason everyone's avoiding. That was nice. Salami has to go back. Gucci uncontested once again, just trying to dodge shots, but he's not going to do it. He juked a little bit too hard and lost his momentum, and now they're able to walk back. He'll clean up the trap. Nova trying for it, but he's not going to take the quickest route. He will be stopped.
Yeah, I don't want to be Gucci's teammate in that match because he's just going to be constantly screaming, "Where are you guys? Why am I doing everything on my own here?" Moving forward with Charsky next to him, healing the big tank Thorgrim. Charsky Alona is taking a lot of damage. He has to retreat.
Nova's down. Darkstone's trying to move forward, but that armor's not going to help him in this situation. Actually, no. Okay, Sayrok's able to clear that one out. Only 10 on the shield. Sayrok's in some trouble. Can they find it? No.
Pele Darkstone moving with Kyra into the middle, and you can see that it's very hard to get through for the red team.
Oh, Gucci couldn't get the invincible dash off in time. Had he done that, that was the end of the round. Serving the games will go down. They have a power play here. Charsky trying to fight inside. He's going to go down. 2 more.
Yeah, it looks like Blue is now coming back out of their own home base stronger than ever before. They are able to take down 2 of the red guys, like you just said, and they are pressing the advantage, moving the ball deep into their opponent's corner.
Damage.
The developers, they couldn't move forward that much. There are still these 3 swarms that are protecting the blue home base.
Salami getting very, very low, not fighting in his own Blessing of the Sun could put him in a bad spot. Sayrok's all the way in the back as well, and as usual, they're going to give the ball to Kobe, and he's going to attempt to break the base.
Now going up against Nova, and Nova, of course, Xiaomi could normally go head-to-head with anybody in that red team, except Gucci, of course, with that plenty of armor that he can use. Building a wall here.
Nova on the right against 3. He's going to have to back off. He dives in. He has a few escape options, and they're not focusing him down. Too focused on the relic as the devs. Gucci alone against 3, and you're going to see Alona pop that Blessing of the Sun once again to keep the team up.
Gucci was missing the second slide that could have made all the difference. He would have picked up even more speed, and maybe he would have been through here. Now we're going to see that again. He's going to go forward. He's moving upwards because it's harder for his opponents to chase him there.
2 BLG are down. They actually might have had a chance to just wipe the team. They're too focused on the relic and not enough on the UI.
Surfing the Games has the ball, throws it forward, but not long enough. Gucci goes through the middle, but Kobe misses the shot. Did we ever see that one before?
Over on the left, they're trying to just get the ball out. They're going to have a hard time. It's still deep in the base, and Gucci again.
It was still hot potato, and the blue team wasn't able to clear it. And in the end, again, it's the MVP for the developer team, Gucci, and he throws down the ball. Ooh, Gucci single-handedly carrying the developers here.
And he's got a lot of gold, almost 4,000 in the pocket.
So, if you're Gucci, what are you going to buy here? He's got full shield.
Movement speed.
Movement. He doesn't go for movement speed,
He should sell everything that he needs to buy full movement speed. At this point, he's the only one running. If he was a little bit quicker.
Different story. But this, of course, is Kobe Bryant, not Usain Bolt. We saw that before. Here we're following Gucci Pants, and again, he's carrying the ball, but there was a stealthy Chara.
That health and that armor going to do well against that Jara ult. But Nova on the right side, almost unchecked. Charsky, nice with the sunburst to ensure that its rundown is stopped.
We're not aware what Charsky's Alona was buying, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was attack. Like you said earlier, if you have full attack, you're also getting more healing.
Remember, every round, that shield you gain on the relic increases by 20. So at this point, it's almost double the normal damage, but your damage is increased as well.
Yeah, so that's only fair in a way.
Ooh, Nova's in trouble. Ragnarok, he's able to dash out, and yeah, he's going to get healed, but unfortunately, Balir not going to have that same relevant, and he's going to go down.
Yeah, Gucci again with the ball moving forward. He couldn't go sliding here, his favorite occupation. And the blue team suddenly has the ball, and Salami seems to be getting away, but there's Argus.
Argus actually gets the retribution onto the shield, but it's not enough. Gucci's going to need a kill onto this Alona. Blessing of the Sun burned, and they're still fighting forward.
3 guys down in the red team. We have Kyra down, we have Alona down, we have Argus down, but he's just respawning now.
Gucci's down too. There's no way he's getting away from this. No, Nova's taking the rush for the ball. He really should have gotten that kill onto Gucci.
So Gucci's moving backwards into his own home base. Red is regrouping, and they have to regroup here. Blue has, as you can see on the minimap, a lot of buildables in their own base, whereas the developers are only relying on the individual strengths here.
He's just trying to juke around. The shield's already been burned. He probably should have just placed it down in a more safe way. Surfing the game's one hit, and that's the hit they needed. Gucci once again, oh, well, there comes Sky. There's no way he'll outrun Jara.
And Gucci is coming up with the slide.
There's no way he'll outrun Jara. There's no way.
No, he's trying to, but that...
Wait a second, the Ragnarok from deep, and he's gonna get it! Gucci finds it!
So that was Team Gucci against Team BLG. In the end, 3 relic scores by Thorgrim for his team, single-handedly carrying the developers to that victory. So the big question is, are we going to play another one with the developers? It's going to be a best of 3. Gucci just showed us it wasn't a 3 indicating that he did 3 relic scores. He was going, yes, we're going to play best of 3 here.
Hey guys. Oi. Developers. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, BLG, as you can see on the stats here, continuing their mean streak when it comes to kills. But in the end, they couldn't translate the advantage in kills to an advantage in games.
Oh, Charsky, what you doing? You giving up? You're gonna give up?
We're swapping the opponent's team.
It was a rough game, man. I know.
Look at Gucci, suddenly all confident again after that first 2 points for the blue team. He was sweating buckets.
Dude, I can't believe how hard he had to work for that win.
Yeah. And I can't believe how little the other guys were working in that team. No, but in the end, actually, you did see that there was a lot of teamwork on both sides. It wasn't like... It looked like an individual's game, to be honest, with Gucci making all of those scores, but the other guys were checking the blue guys and making sure that they couldn't score here.
So we should be able to, go right into our second game, the Shrine of Oros.
Let's do it.
This is a map much heavily favored to the developers as opposed to BLG.
Why is that?
Because Assassins don't do as well on a very wide open map.
All right. So you think that the odds were actually stacked against BLG from the very beginning?
I'm sorry?
The odds were actually stacked against BLG from the very beginning.
BLG, despite the fact that they are developers, they had the map advantage in that last one. This time, I think that the devs have a cleaner win.
Oh, okay.
I think
you want to bet again? Are you a gambling man?
I tend to be when the odds are in my favor.
And I have to check later when the camera is off if that answer is going to change. Sometimes we see that as well. Yesterday, we had a community meetup from all the guys that are helping out for Amazon Game Studios. And I was asked, what's your funniest story casting? And I was like, what target audience do we have? That was the only question I had backwards.
Game number 2, devs versus BLG. Let's see how they fare.
Well, like you said, it's a smaller map, so the Assassins should be able to get more kills. And BLG, even though the developers are very, very experienced, BLG was able to get a lot of kills in that last match. And we can see that right away again, they are buying the Sword of Mars. That means plus 10 attack for all of the guys, except Corin on the blue team.
Corin, has traditionally gone Sands of Time, likes the cooldown, being able to slow people, get those defensives back, etc.
Yeah, and on the developer side, you actually see 4 different items. You don't see that every day.
Buildable damage. Why?
I think because the element of surprise. I'm 100% sure that BLG was never playing against anybody who picked up buildable damage. And now we see Gucci. He could go sliding again. He is going sliding again. He's very far ahead. That is actually a breakaway. Oh no, Nova respawns. He's moving in and he actually gets almost the kill for Gucci.
Oh my god, Gucci didn't dash.
So close.
He didn't dash. Now Darkstone's out of position. Why are you up there? You can't do this.
It was so very close for the developers, and now they have to defend. And Billy Darkstone falls 2 against 4. Blue team has the ball, carrying it forward. Nova switching sides, passing to his teammate. But again, it is Gucci who is saving the developers, picking up the ball. But now it is blue again. What is happening with the rest of the developers team? They have to put more pressure on the blue team. Nova moving towards the left. Charsky cannot defend. He's a healer. He cannot do enough damage. Argus, however, finally able to separate the ball from the opponent. And it's Gucci who's carrying it forward.
Oh, he's going to spin out here. Yeah, taking double damage. Salami on the left side getting chased, but Darkstone does not hit the Q. Sky going for the breakaway. It's not going to work here. Nova already down. Sky trying to fight into 2. Ragnarok hits the ledge and it will miss. And as a result, BLG Sky still standing strong. He needs to get out of there. Stealth used, and yeah, he's clear.
Such a back and forth on this tiny mini map. Now it's 3 guys from BLG against the 4 developers who are moving forward. And again, it's Gucci carrying. But now the damage dealers from the blue team, all of them super aggressive, are almost making short use of Thorgrim.
Oh, Nova going for the kill, serving the games. This will be his second death. And that's going to be an 18-second respawn. Belier, Darkstone on the right side. That's going to be his second death as well. 18-second respawn. Blue moving forward, trying to find a way in. But that ballista and that wall are going to keep them out.
Gucci missed the ball for a second there. I thought that could be the opening that Blue needed to score a point here. And now Gucci is just standing behind her, trying to heal upwards again.
Double assassin combo. Gucci using that defensive very well. Ultimate, yeah, retribution will work. Sayrox goes down for the first time.
So now it's Blue on the retreat with 1 character down and 3 of them having only minimum life. Corrin is actually holding the ball. Whoa. That turns into a sitting duck, really.
Darkstone with that Q snipe from maximum range, able to find the first kill on the Jara this game.
Yeah, you can see the developers. They're setting up something big here. They are setting up a play. They are passing the ball, and Gucci is getting in position, and now he's moving in with the big tank again with Thorgrim.
Nova pushing back. Blessing of the Sun used to keep Blue healthy. Gucci's just throwing the ball, going to try to fight towards the back line. Nova has overcommitted, but Sky is there to cover. However, Sky has taken a lot of damage as well. Salami is alone, will be forced to use the defensive if they're not careful.
Darkstone is moving towards the right side, but there's Alona from the blue team picking up the ball. Now Alona is moving forward. That could be a mistake, but now she's moving backwards again.
Gucci's going to go to the Sun Shrine. I like this. The team's just going to heal up, focus, maybe some buffs down. That belongs to Kyra. She has the buildable damage. Nova trying to move it towards the base. Sky perfectly baited, and Charsky is out of here.
3 members of the red developer team remaining, and again we see the aggressive strategy of the blue team working overtime for them.
Valier's got to get some damage off. Blue team Sayrox is sitting too low health for too long.
Yeah, blue team is suddenly on the losing side with 4 of their characters taking a lot of damage.
Nice Ragnarok. Gucci's going to find 1. There's 3 very low. 4 seconds remain. Nova trying to find it, but it's going to be serving the game deep, and that will be a death round.
It's territory, actually. We completely lost track of time in the most literal sense of the word. We thought that's going to be the team wipe for certain, but it actually ended up being a territory win for the red team.
BLG not having as much luck in the kill department. 1 down and a -9 in the assist ratio. So more gold and the win of the round for the red team.
And that healing shrine is still standing very strong for the red team. That made all the difference. I think the blue team BLG needs to focus on that buildable. They need to take it down, because you could see Gucci was just healing. He was basically like a car running out of gas and just going back to the petrol station to make sure that he was staying in the game there.
Gucci pants on the right. He's going to get knocked down. He'll lose the ball as well. A lot of damage. But a lot of damage on the other side. Sky very low, but Thorgrim can't chase that one. But Salami winds up being the victim. Sayrock's out of position as well. 1 shot will do it. Can Belier find it? And doesn't need it. Surfing the Games going in. He's going to have a very small power play. Surfing the Games uses his dash early. Gets knocked up, and the ball will be released.
Yeah, I was about to say, Corrin.
Wait a second, Gucci!
Of course, Gucci. Who else? You can see him there. He's very confident right now. He's very happy with his performance. I was about to say Alona down. Corrin down. That doesn't look very good for the blue team. They were defending well, kind of though. And then finally Gucci's moving in and scoring the second point. Did you say this map favored the developers?
Oh, hell yes.
It's easy to say now.
Well, I mean,
you did say that at the beginning. Yes.
The devs have a ton of practice on this. This was the original map of the game.
Yeah.
So this is where they played the most. You could see, Balir and Charsky having some trouble on the Dreadshore, and like that wall from Gucci's going to stop the possible slide advantage on the left. Sayrok's playing a rather defensive Sunshrine, but still out in the open. This will ensure that Balir can take that down basically for free.
Gucci's not picking up the fourth shield, to be honest. He's instead going for more health. So I think he gambles that the opponents are again not going for the spare of kills, so they couldn't have enough armor penetration.
Guys in some trouble. Balir's not going to get... Oh, yes, Surfing the Games will. Salami trying to get away. Doesn't really have a ton of healing to have, and Charsky's going for it. Nope. Perfect ultimate, but can Nova get out of this?
Yeah, we see Charsky deep in the opponent's corner,
Wow,
so now they can surround him together.
That's aggressive. That's a Sunshrine right out in the open. I don't think he meant to place it on the ledge. Charsky taking a lot of damage, goes back towards the Sunshrine. Nova on the breakaway. I don't think he's going to be able to get away from this one. Charsky can't miss that many attacks in a row.
But it's only a loner on the other end. It's only the healer. And of course, if the damage dealer starts making short use of Charsky, then that could be the opening that BLG needs to score here.
Nova forced to jump away. Salami
is throwing, and that's a goal for BLG. And again, the immediate taunt coming from the spectator, the fifth developer sitting in the back. And you can see these guys, they have been taking a beating before, but now suddenly they're smiling again.
Still, no kills for BLG in that round, as opposed to, I think, 5 kills overall.
But who needs kills if you can have relic scores?
Well, I mean, at least the game's not over for them, but the devs still have a massive gold advantage. If we can actually see the net worth menu, we'll be able to tell you just who's in the lead.
So Charsky now on the ball. Alona is moving towards the left, but of course there's going to be lots and lots of opposition from the blue team.
That wall, I think, is going to come back to bite him.
Ooh. I would not be surprised about that. Gucci now in.
Charsky's down. Salami out of position. Gucci a little bit too focused on the relic.
Look at those nice long slide and then double jump from Gucci Pants. He can get easily deep into the opponent's base, really into the opponent's half. And again, that Thorgrim seems to be everywhere.
Sky's down. Salami's down. They have 5 seconds to try to break this base with an almost full shield. Passes to Gucci. Gucci passes back to Surfing the Games on the left. Throws it over, but it's stuffed by Sky. Gucci again from the 3, and he's going to get it and end it.
That was major impressive. I thought that was not in my house. And the opposing team says, nope, we're going to rebound that. And then again, Gucci just scores. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the MVP here.
Another 3 kills for the developers. If you couldn't win on the Dreadshore, you're not going to take him on the Shrine of Oros. And that's going to be all she wrote. MVP to Gucci with 2 relic scores plus 3 from the previous game. 5 out of 6 wins belonging to the legend himself.
Then again, you have to give it up for BLG. They haven't been playing this for like nearly half as long as the developers, and they put up quite the fight.
That was very impressive to see them do as well as they did.
Going into this, we kind of had the expectations it's going to be a 3-0 clean victory, and then in the end, they were 2-0 leading in that first set of games.
With that, we hope that you guys have enjoyed your time with us. You can always play the game. The servers are live right now in pretty much everywhere. Go to playbreakaway.com/alpha, sign up immediately. You'll find it on the Twitch launcher, and you'll be able to start your games immediately.
On top of that, you can of course follow us both on Twitter, on Facebook.
No. You can follow him. Don't follow me.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Play Breakaway.
Oh, okay.
There you can catch up with all the action from Gamescom, because we produced tons of content. Half of it is actually in German, so if some of you guys prefer listening to it in German, you can do that. Get a nice introduction to the game, and like you said, then sign up for the alpha and play this weekend.
With that, we are this has concluded our coverage of Breakaway at Gamescom. We hope that you guys have enjoyed the content that we brought to you over the past week. And again, feel free to go to playbreakaway.com/alpha to check it out. For Ollie, I'm Brandon. Thank you for joining us, and good night.